All right, so hello everyone and welcome to strength training. I hope everyone's enjoying the programs. All right, so we're gonna get right on into it. 45 minutes of fun and excitement. So we're gonna start off with the feet hip width apart, and we're gonna just start off with simply with our squats up and down for 10 repetitions. So driving those hips back, here we go. We're gonna begin nice and easy and just taking it nice and slow through the movement, just waxing out those joints, working those muscles, and just kind of feeling out our body. How are we feeling today? You know, because we're going to feel probably some maybe aches and pains or some stiffness, and we just want to work gently through those movements, getting blood flow there, circulation, of course. For a couple more here, we have 1 and 2. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to plant the right foot. And then on the left side, we're going to swing forward and back. Now, maybe you start a little bit on the low side. And then as you get further through the sets, you can bring that foot higher up and get those arms in there. Of course, we got to warm up that upper body. So a couple more here, 1, 2, and then let's change it over to the front and swish the arms like a windshield wipers in the front. So nice big squeeze out to the side. All right. Good. Okay. And then coming back to center, let's bring that knee up and then moving side to side here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll change it right over to the other side. So again, starting maybe low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then let's windshield wiper the leg in front here, get those arms involved, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, excuse me, 9, and 10, and then let's bring that knee up and swish to the side, squeeze the glute, rotate through that core, getting a lot here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so bring it right back to center. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move off to the right side, so sinking into that right knee and then bringing it right back to center and then off to the next side. Okay, so here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and right back to center. So we're going to pivot over to the left. Let's bring the right leg back. Let's sink into this lunge position. So we're bending at the knee, bending at the hip, squeezing the glute a little bit, and we're going to raise up the arms. We'll go for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, big lift up, and 10, and then let's change it over to the other side. Now I'm just going to give you the front view. You step your left foot back, sink into the knee and hip, squeeze the left glute, and then I want you to rotate side to side. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So again, we're going to pivot over to the left, thinking about pushing now the right heel to the floor so that leg is straight, it's not bent. And we're going to pump the heel up and down from the mat. Okay, so when I do this one to sort of alleviate some confusion, you want to think about pressing the heel into the floor, and then at the same time, you're bending this knee on the other side. Then as you lift the heel up, you then extend the front knee, okay? So let's try that for 10 reps. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll just change it over to the other side. Press that back heel to the floor, big pump up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job, guys. All right, so opening and closing those arms. So opening the chest here, stretching the upper back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then some elbow rotations. And then in the other direction, working those elbows. And then some wrist rotations, move those fingers around. And in the other direction, and then a little up and down here with the wrists and fingers. All right. Okay, so let's grab a quick drink, let's rest, and then we're gonna hop right on into it. So we're gonna start off first with the bent over row. So a couple different variations here on this one, which we've done in the past, but just to refresh your memory, and of course, if you're new to the program, I always like to give that little refresher. So with or without a support, so if you're doing, you can use a chair, you can use a ball, if you have your stability ball, great. And you can also do this one standing bent over as well. So I'll do one variation for this set, and then when we do the second set, we'll do the standing variation, and then that way you can choose whatever one you want to do. Okay, so for this one here, we're going to alternate side to side. So it's going to look like this, up and down. And when you squeeze, I want you to think about squeezing into the upper back. Okay, so drawing the shoulder blades together. All right, so let's get ready here. Nice big lift up on the right side, then over to the left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're aiming for 12, 10, 11, 12, last one on the left, and rest. Okay, good. So we're going to come up to a standing position. We're going to reduce the weight down a little bit, or using no weight at all. So that's entirely up to you. We're going to bring the palms facing up. Elbows are tucked in. We're going to come to the center and then open to the side. Okay, so we're going to aim for 15 repetitions on that. So standing up nice and tall, knees are bent. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, guys, nice work. So let's take a few seconds rest. So I'm going to time you out for 40 seconds. And then on the next set, we're going to go back to the rows, but I'm going to demo the standing one this time for row. And if you want to do the seated one, you can do that. Okay. So a few more seconds on the clock. Grab yourself a drink. So when you're in that standing position, your bent over that back is going to be flat, and we're going to alternate again from side to side. Okay, so we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we're aiming for 12, 11, 12, last one on the left, and rest. Okay, so lowering the weight down, so with or without your weight, your choice. We're gonna bend the elbows, tuck them in, bring them into the center, and then open to the side. Okay, so let's get ready. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, guys, nice work. So let's take 40 seconds on the clock. We're gonna change it up. And while you guys are having a quick little break and a drink and stuff, I'm gonna talk about the next 2 exercises. Okay, so for the next movement, we're gonna be doing the sumo squat with an upright row lift, okay? Now, when you're doing this movement, I want you to think about keeping the palms nice and close to the body as you lift. So just make sure that the arms aren't too far away from your torso, almost like I kind of think about it this way. If I'm doing that lift up, if my thumbs are sticking out a little bit, my thumbs are just touching my body slightly, just so I know that I'm tracking close, okay? Just sort of a little tip or technique that works well. Okay, so we're gonna aim for 15 repetitions on this one. So toes are gonna be flared out to the sides here. We're gonna lower down, so we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now let's pump that out. 1, 2, lots of control here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, nice job, guys. Now let's bring that down to our mat. So we're gonna do some alternating chest presses. So we're gonna take our dumbbells, resting flat onto the back. We're gonna extend the arms over the chest, and then we're gonna move side to side. So we're gonna go right and then left, okay? All right, so let's get ready. Lowering down, we got 1, 2, 3, make sure to breathe out as you push up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and let's aim for 3 more. Nice big squeeze up. We got 1, 2, and make that number 3. Okay, so good job, guys. Let's lower those weights down and then sitting up or just flipping over to the side of your body and pushing yourself up safely. Okay, so let's take a 40-second break, and then we're gonna come back to the sumo squat with the upright row. Okay. Okay, so we'll start in 10 seconds. Leave yourself a few more seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 3, 1, 2, last 1, and 3. Okay, good job. So let's rest. And we're going to bring that down to the mat next again. So we're going to do alternating chest presses. So laying flat on the back, bringing the arms to the sky. And we'll begin with the right side. Lower down, we go 1, 2, and just let the back of the arm just gently graze the floor. 3, and then big push up, power up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. Okay. All right, guys, nice work. Okay, so moving along here, we're going to take our 40 seconds of rest there. In that time, you can grab a drink, rest up, and then I can talk a little bit about the next movements. So for the next 2 movements, we're going to just stay on the mat. So we're going to do a one-legged bridge lift. So we're going to bring the one leg to the sky, and we're going to do the hip lift up and down. Now, if you want, you can rest a dumbbell right across the hip bones here, right in the center. If you want a little bit of extra resistance, just hold your dumbbell in the center there, and then pressing straight up and down with the opposite leg. Okay, so just take a few more seconds. And then as you're thinking about lifting those hips, you want to just think about squeezing the glutes. So working on the glutes. Okay, so we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more on this side. 1 and 2. Okay, so change it over to the other side. Extend the right leg to the sky, and then big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 more, and 12. Okay, then let's flip it over. We're going to rest onto the stomach. All right, now when we're doing this next exercise, lifting the toes off the mat is going to be an option. So they can rest on the mat, or if they can come off the mat. And we're going to bring the arms out to the sides. Now, if you're lifting the toes from your mat, you're integrating the glutes here and the lower back. Okay, so you don't have to lift too high. You're just taking a little lift and then bringing those arms out to the sides. And then we're going to flutter the arms up and down. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to time your movement as opposed to counting them out. So you can work a little bit quicker, you can work slower, and then that way you don't have to go with my count. So we're going to start that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're just going with time, and I'll keep my eye on that. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And your chest is a little bit off the mat as well because you are integrating the upper body, working on those contractions. So just checking on your time here. So let's keep that going nice and strong, guys. And we've got 10 seconds left on the clock. So pump it out. And we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay. Nice job. Good work, guys. So let's take a break, grab a drink, and then we're going to move back into the one-legged bridges. One-legged bridge. If you notice when you're doing your one-legged bridge, if you work from pushing through the heel and the toes are off the floor, notice the contraction is different. You'll feel it differently. You'll feel you know, that it's a little bit harder work. You'll feel the hamstring just below the glute. You'll just kind of almost feel that isolation there. So if you're not doing the toe off the floor, try that and see if you notice a difference. Okay, so let's come back into it. Arms out to the side, left leg to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, big lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so change it over to the other side. Bring the right leg to the sky. Big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 1 and 2. All right, good work. So let's flip it right back over. And we're going to do the flutters with the arms. And again, all time use. So get into your position. Maybe try the toes off the floor on this one. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's pump it out nice and strong, guys. And again, just working at your own pace. We're on the timer here. You can do big movements, little movements, slower movements, faster movements. So as you're doing this one, you're focusing on those rear shoulders. So you're pumping it up and down. You're going to feel it right back into the shoulder area. Okay, so keep it going, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, nice. That was 30 seconds of work. So let's grab a drink, take a rest, and then we're going to change it up. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to stay on the floor again. We're going to work on some bridges with some arm pullovers. So in the bridge position, we're working the glutes, we're working the hamstrings, and pushing through the heels of the feet. So, and then we're going to integrate the arms. So you're going to reach over the head and then pull back over top of your chest. So just remember, don't pull past the chest. I want you to stay above the chest range. And then maybe as you lower down here, you're just working towards a direct angle off the forehead. So don't touch the floor above you, okay? All right, so arms are extended. Let's come into bridge. Maybe, like I mentioned before, dig those heels in, lift those toes off. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one here, and 5. Okay, good job. So let's rest. Let's bring it on back up to the feet. We're gonna add in a bicep curl coming up next. So standing up nice and tall, those palms are gonna come forward and we're gonna do a curl. So we're gonna aim for 15 reps. So knees are bent, abs are tight. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's pump it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. Big squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And 5. Okay, good job. So taking that 40 seconds on the clock, and while you're doing that, grab yourself a quick drink, and then let's work ourselves back down to the mat for those bridge pullovers. Okay, so another 20 seconds left there to finish up on. So if you're not down there already, let's get down there on the mat, get yourself set up. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, last 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good work. Now, let's come back up to the feet. We're gonna do the bicep curls. So again, just maybe tipping over to the side here, press yourself up. Okay, so just safely getting yourself from the floor. And then palms are facing out. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here we go, nice big lift. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's just aim for 3 more here. We got this. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good job, guys. All right, so let's grab a quick drink, rest up, and then we're going to move on to 2 other movements. So we're going to move on to a dumbbell front raise, and we're going to do a little bit of a rotation in that movement. So working the arms here for the first exercise. And then we're going to bring it back to the legs, and we're going to do some reverse lunges coming up next. So we're going to go from upper body to lower body in those 2 sets. Now, when you're doing this movement for the arms, you're going to lift the arms up. We're going to rotate, and then just lower back down again. Okay, so knees are bent, abs are tight. So we've got a few more seconds on the clock. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice big lift up. We got 1, so slow and controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so now with or without your weights, you're more than welcome to not use the weights if you don't want to, but we're going to do the reverse lunge. Now what we're going to do, we're going to step back, bring it forward, and then you just change over now to the other side. Okay, so it's alternating lunges. Okay, so we're going to count it out so that it's a total of 12 repetitions, so it's 6 on each. So let's get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good job, guys. Let's take a quick little break there, 40 seconds on the clock. And then we're going to be moving into that second set. And we'll see how much time we have left after that. We may be able to squeeze in something else, or we may be moving into our cool down movements. Okay, so just grab a drink here. My mouth gets so dry from talking so much. Okay. Okay, so we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice lift up, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. Okay, so good work. Now we've got maybe those 2 dumbbells, or maybe 1 dumbbell resting at the chest, or no dumbbells for your next lunge exercise. So we're going to aim for 12 reps total. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so we definitely have a few minutes left before we have to move into the cool down portion of our workout. So let's get on the mat. We're going to do some timed exercises, core next. So for the first exercise, what we're going to do, we're going to bring that into a plank position. Now you can hold the plank. You can do some plank rocks forward and back, or you can do some knee taps, alternating side to side. Okay, so we're going to aim for 30 seconds of work. So let's get in position. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Let's pump that out. 30 seconds holding it. Abs are nice and tight. So just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. And take a self-check of those hips. Make sure the hips aren't falling down towards the mat. You're not losing or breaking your plank. You want to bring those hips up in alignment with the upper body. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, good job. All right, now coming on to the back, we're going to do some butterfly sit-ups. So we're going to draw the soles of the feet together for this one. Bring the arms directly overhead. And then as you do the lift, we're going to do either a quarter or a half. So again, we're going to time it. So we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And just working at your own pace here. Breathing out as you lift up. Nice big squeeze. So keep that going, guys. We're going to do 30 seconds on the clock. We're already 20 seconds down. Last 10, pump it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good. So let's take an extra 30 seconds of rest, and then we're going to flip it back to our plank. Okay, so remember in that plank position, we're either doing some knee taps or some hip dips, or even maybe some seesaws or just some holds. Okay, so we're going to start that up in 10 seconds. So let's get into position. Pick which one or maybe multiple ones you want to do. So we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hold. So you have your seesaw forward and back. You have some hip dips, moving the hips from side to side, or even just some knee tap. Tap the floor, lift the knee, tap the floor, lift the knee, and alternating side to side. So 15 seconds left on the clock. Last 10. Don't hold the breath. Make sure to breathe. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so coming right into our butterfly sit-up. So lowering down towards the mat. Remember, those arms come over the head, and then you're going to do that sit-up quarterly or halfway, depending on your strength. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big lift up. Breathing out. Nice big lift. Okay, so keeping that going nice and strong, guys. Remember to exhale as you lift. 10 seconds left on the clock here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, guys, nice work. Let's take a few minutes. We're going to cool it down just a little bit here, drawing the soles of the feet together, wrapping the palms around the ankles, leaving a little bit of space between the heels and the inside thighs. So let's gently pull down, round the back, and then gently lift up. So let's aim for just 6 of these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, Now hold here for 6. And then we'll just gently release that. Okay, so laying on the side of your body here, we're gonna draw in the heel towards the glute, stretching out your quadricep, taking a nice stretch here. Remember to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll just change it over to the other side. So drawing that heel in, stretching that quadricep. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And then let's release that leg. And then we'll gently come up. Take a few stretches for the upper body here. Nice big stretch up. Big reach towards the sky, and then a little swish to the left. Had to find my word there. Not really the word I wanted to use though. It'll do. And then come over to the other side. And then we'll come right back up and then bring the arms down. Let's interlock the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And then bring them to the front, cross them over, and then interlock the fingers. Okay, relax. Then we'll take a few hugs in with the knee if we don't fall over here. So side to side. And just remember to breathe. Okay, so let's bring the left leg out in front. We're gonna take a nice little swoop down and then lift all the way up. Now, as you do this one, you're stretching hamstring, lower back, as well as working the mobility of the hips. So let's get ready here. Nice big swoop and lift. We have 1, stretch and stick that butt out. 2, 3, 4, big swoop and lift. 5, last one, and big number 6, and then change it over to the other side. Extend that leg out, point that toe up, big swoop and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a big 6 here. Bring it right on up. Okay, so finishing off, we're going to rotate the elbows. And in the other direction. Okay, and then bringing those arms out, we're going to stretch the wrists. So just gently, fingertips down here, just taking your hand, gently just pressing a little bit on the top of the wrist, or the top of the palm, rather here on the back of the arm. And then up again here, and then over to the other side. Little stretch there. Well, not too intense, guys. Don't like use a lot of force. And then fingertips up. So focusing on just a little bit of a stretch through the underneath. Okay, and then that concludes our strength training program for today. I hope you guys enjoy the program, and we'll see you back here next week. Take care. Bye for now.